Today I'm taking you through a week in my training, complete with some videos. I have moved apartments again, so that is why the background is different. Today, kind of by request, I'm taking you through what it's like for my training throughout the week. So last video I did what I will somewhat eat in a week. And now I want to provide the context of the training for the eating, but please know that those were 2 different weeks and training does vary week to week and so does eating. So I'm going to explain as I go sort of why I'm showing you this and why maybe I feel like some parts of it will be helpful. Enjoy. Okay, so here you can see I have my daughter with me and I'm basically doing back rehab. So I have a bit of a back issue from years and years of weightlifting. So these are all things that I've done over time to help with that. Then I chase my daughter around in this go-kart. It's at like a jog pace, so I'll either just like power walk or jog behind her. It's really just to keep up with her. It's not really to work out, but it's an example of neat activity I would do. And then I'll do some swing practice and I'll include her too because I just kind of want her exposed to sports and fun things. So I have a whole bag of balls here. It's like 60 or something. And once or twice I'll go through the whole bag just to practice my swing mechanics. And that's it. And then on day 2, I've got some basic upper body strength stuff, which is usually working in back rehab as well. So this was the same day, but I did an outfit change. So I will literally do a few of these in the morning and the evening because, chin ups and pull ups are hard. At this point, I've got I can do 5 chin ups and 5 pull ups. It's not that many. Okay, then more swing mechanic stuff. You can see I have a ball machine as well, but in this shot, I'm just practicing returning high lobs, actually. So whatever, I'll do that. And in Texas, it's really hot. So again, I'll go through the 60 balls 2, 3, maybe 4 times if I'm feeling annoyed with life. So it's a pretty good little workout. But, it's mostly to practice something. So in this one, I'm also practicing aggression. It wasn't that great a day. Day 3, same thing. This one's, what am I doing? Forehand topspin, left, right. And I would have just done that over and over again for quite some time. Basically target practice. And obviously I'm speeding this up and clipping it, so I'm not hitting them that fast and that frequently. This is just about reps. So I prefer a sport over exercise, just random intentional exercise for a lot of girls who are coming out of HA because fun and focus on the actual activity itself becomes more of the goal and significantly less, if not none of it, ever ends up being about changing your body. You just, the intention of where things are coming from is different. So I believe that you can really push yourself in a different way. Then later that day, I'll go do open play with my friends. I'm filming because I never ask people to film me, so that's why I'm not in that one. Day 4, this is light elliptical because I've done a lot of high impact joint stuff. Then it's more upper body stuff. Part of why I'm doing this, when I first started playing pickleball, I have a pretty decent 2-hand backhand, but don't really have a 1-hand backhand or 1-hand block because I just didn't have the strength. I just couldn't hold the paddle and deal with the pressure of the ball against it. So I can do that now thanks to the upper body work. And then this is because quads, because legs and butt, because you need them. You need them to be explosive, you need them to be fast, you need them to be able to directionally change. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. And I like this one because balance as well. Day 5. So I haven't mentioned this, but I took another whole day off already earlier in this video and didn't mention it. Now we're on day 5. This is my last day of the week. I am on this cool self-propelled treadmill from my gym, and it's kind of in the morning this morning because I have a whole day of work meetings today. So I am only doing 2 sets of jog sprint. That's it. The whole workout is just that. And then I did some back stuff. So like some back rehab. And because it's early morning, I'm not even going that far. Like I cannot go that fast in the morning. So that's that. And then this is a different day, but this is just like what the back work looks like on a cable machine in that same gym, and what like one whole morning might look like. That's it. Then it's a whole day off, probably, unless a friend texts me and is like, you have to go play pickleball, then I will, but I typically won't. So that's it. If you have any questions about the training, if you feel like that was too vague, I need more information, comment below and ask your question. I'm happy to answer. Something I want you guys to note is I absolutely carry excess body fat. I eat appropriately. I snack in between sessions, and my period is really regular. This level of training, which I don't know, maybe you think is a lot, maybe you don't. I'm curious where it lands on the spectrum for you, especially because HAs are so widely varied in their opinion on this. But I didn't get here overnight. I used to overtrain too much and try to do it on as little food as possible. Now I am doing what is required for the goals that I have for my sport, training or fueling, for that. And, making sure that my cycle is regular. And it took me probably 3 years at a higher body weight, at a more sedentary lifestyle to get there. Then I worked up with doing some, like, all of that back rehab stuff I showed you guys. That's kind of what I did. Actually, for real, in 2023, that's all I did for a whole year. I didn't run. I didn't go for walks even. Not because I couldn't, but I couldn't be bothered. I didn't ride bikes. I didn't do any kind of workouts aside from pickleball, and I didn't play as often. I really ramped up. So I hope that this is helpful for like, okay, what does a week of training look like? It doesn't look like getting up every day and doing 2 workouts a day that are CrossFit. It doesn't look like just cardio. It doesn't look like just a specific exercise. It looks like technique work. It looks like strengthening weaknesses, and it looks like maybe working on like a little bit of cardio, and it looks like swapping out high impact for low impact, especially when you're not in your freaking teens anymore. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions, but otherwise, did this help, or did this actually just create more confusion for you? Because I'm learning too, how to continue to help people in this space in different ways. And talking and showing exercise is actually pretty tricky because it's so personal and so prescriptive for each individual person. But I think what I'm trying to show here is like, hey, look, I have a specific interest and a specific goal, and everything I do is relevant for that. And so it might not be relevant for you because you might prefer something else. And I think it's nice to just share my personal opinion that I like when people play a sport over intentional exercise. That's when I'll really believe you, when you say like, this is what's fun for me and I love it. That I can understand more. So please submit your questions to me for future episodes. I do have a bunch ready to go. And I'll see you guys next week for another video. Please like and subscribe.